Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. You see, these people don't want us to believe in the conspiracy theories. Whatever sounds right, they call it a conspiracy theory. And in this case, they don't want us to think that there is someone over there who unites those guys and pushes them in the same direction. I will show you in this video how, like an order, now they all want to talk to Putin. So none of these guys wanted to talk to Putin, supposedly, since about August 2022. And since Trump said, I'm going to talk to Putin, now it seems like they all want to talk to Putin. It's like an order. Why didn't they want to talk to Putin all this time? So Zelensky wants to talk to Putin, wants to meet Putin. This was one of the three, the third, one of the three points discussed in Istanbul between the Russian and Ukrainian delegation. Zelensky said he wants to meet Putin and they should agree to facilitate this meeting. How come? How come Zelensky wants to talk to Putin now? We're going to discuss if Putin meets or takes a chance to meet this druggy or not. Why? Well, we're going to discuss that. First, let me show you. I made a video earlier today, the 16th of May 2025, with this title, Trump reveals when he'll meet Putin. Alright, so Trump said that he'll meet Putin as soon as the delegations, the people who organize the meeting. If it's tomorrow, tomorrow. He's ready. And Putin, I guarantee you, he's ready. This occurred this morning. This occurred this morning with a statement made by Trump yesterday. After the negotiations, the talks in Istanbul between the Russian and the Ukrainian delegation, which lasted 90 minutes, I made a video on it earlier today, go and check it out. We have this article from Russia Today that tells us about the key outcomes of the meeting. And here it is, 16th of May, Russian top negotiator outlines key outcomes of Istanbul talks. And in number 2 here, the second one, the Ukrainian side requested direct talks between the head of state. And we have taken this request into account. The word is request. Request is different than demand, don't you think, or expect. I expect you to be in bed by 8 o'clock after you brush your teeth and you washed, okay? What does it mean? I expect you, that's like a given. If you don't, you're going to be some retaliatory strikes on you. So one is expect and the other one is request. I request. Request is below I demand or I expect. I expect you to show up at work tomorrow and do everything you need to do. That is like a threat. Nevertheless, let's put to the side. My point is, if Putin meets Zelensky, how do you think the meeting will occur? And if Putin takes the chance to meet the druggy? Here it is. Ukraine expects meeting between Zelensky and Putin to take place as soon as possible. The same word as this guy. He says he's going to meet him as soon as it can be set up. This is from the article. As soon as it can be set up. And now Zelensky is in a hurry, like a dog in heat. As soon as possible. All right, so Kiev supports holding a meeting between the leaders of Ukraine and Russia as soon as possible, as it believes only at this level can effective decisions to end the war be made. No, I refuse to believe that. I think only Trump with Putin can fix things, not Ukraine and Putin. Why? Zelensky doesn't have, as Trump says, any cards. So let's see. I want to meet you. Why should Putin meet Zelensky? Will he win anything about it or not? First, Putin considers Zelensky illegitimate. He says, you haven't been elected, my boy. You run elections, you win, even if you count the vote, and then maybe we meet. The Russians claim many times that Zelensky can show up at the negotiation table, but this is a problem. If Zelensky signs anything right now, this is what the Russians claim. If Zelensky signs anything right now, and in 3 years the Ukrainians let Zelensky go somewhere else, he's the greatest person that ever lived or walked this earth after Moses, okay? One of his buddies. So after 2-3 years, Ukraine says, well, you know what? Actually, we don't like what this guy signed over there. Why? Because Zelensky was not the legitimate president, then everything is null, void. So the Russians want to avoid that, want to make sure that the person over there is clearly the one in charge. One, that's the first reason. Second, Putin would like to meet Zelensky. Why? Putin obviously did not lose, so that means he won. So he would like to meet Zelensky and say, motherfucker, now you are right here. I beat you up. The problem is, if he opens the door to this druggy, he's gonna behave most likely even worse than he behaved at the White House. Remember, at the White House, in the Oval Office, Zelensky depended on how should I put it, on sweet talk to Trump, and he chose the other thing, to behave like a pig. The other guys in the guest's house, the host's house. You don't do this. But he did. So what do you think that Zelensky will behave versus Zelensky? I tell you how Zelensky will play. If he's going to meet Putin, he was going to behave like a pig. And everybody in the media will portray even more of a lie that they portrayed Zelensky when he met Trump. When Zelensky met Trump in the Oval Office and he behaved like a pig, okay, like a thug, the media covered for him. They pointed at Trump being not a welcoming guest. So they turned the table. So even with Trump, their boy, remember, Trump is American. The media, the American media, turned their back. I mean, it's owned by, who, right? Turned their back to Trump, and they said, oh, poor Zelensky. Zelensky was just attacked. Zelensky was ambushed. Now, do you think that if Zelensky will meet Putin, who's the bad guy, and Zelensky behaves like a thug and starts saying shit, do you think the media will say, oh my God, he's really a thug? Or do you think the rest of the world will see that? The Western mass media will teach their baboons here that, oh, Zelensky stuck it to Putin. Oh my God, every student in the world, in the Western world, will have to recite what Zelensky told Putin for the next, I don't know how many generations, until Putin takes over and erases the garbage. So Putin has nothing to win. Because I said, maybe Putin wants to meet Zelensky, allow Zelensky to be what he is, a thug, a clown, play his role, show who he really is. The problem is, most baboons don't see that. They identify with the baboon. I tell you, they identify with that. And if they don't see through, they have the media with the experts to explain to them that actually Zelensky was class guy, classic guy right there. And actually Putin was the bad guy. So Putin has nothing to gain out of this because Zelensky is not going to behave. No, I'm guarantee you. Why would Zelensky behave? Why would he be saying? Why do you think Zelensky would see this as an opportunity of I won? I mean, Zelensky as a human being, he's a winner. He won. Zelensky is not a loser. I mean, let's look at this. I suspect, with no evidence, that Zelensky has a lot of money, not $350,000 net worth. No, I think he's got a lot of money. That's what I think. Is it true? I don't know, but I have a gut feeling. As 51% of our population is entitled to have gut feelings and don't use logic, I think I'm entitled to switch sides and have a pussy, okay? So I think in my gut feelings, I think Zelensky has a few billions. But I have no evidence. I'm just saying, I think that way, man. I can't help it, all right? The stork told me. He flew by and said, hey, Zelensky's got a few billions. Okay, that's the first one. Zelensky was a clown, was a comedian. Comedian is a clown, makes people laugh. So he was a clown. From a clown to be a president who all the chancelleries in Europe, in the Western world, rolled the red carpet for you, invited you, they shook hands with you, even if you were dressed like a thug, regardless where you showed up, at Pope's funeral, at the White House, or wherever you went, you showed like a thug. You took a shit on our civilization, our culture. So imagine this guy. He's already, people, when you talk about Zelensky, they're all mesmerized by Zelensky with the power of mass media. So Zelensky already has the charisma. He's the strong guy. Napoleon is fix pula. Napoleon is nothing Bonaparte compared with this General Zelensky. So from a comedian / clown, he became the president, right? He became an elected president, right? He started a war with Russia. He dared to defend the Ukrainian imbeciles because the Ukrainians did not find the Bandera. No, they find this guy to defend them because they don't have balls somehow. Please, my friends. Okay? And he defended it. And he got them. And I was going to talk to Putin. See, I didn't lose for 3 years and a half. I show you. This is fucking Zelensky. So he's a winner. So far, that's a great... He got billions of dollars from his friends, making other people give from other people their money. You tell me. I mean, he's a best success story. He's got a Ukrainian woman, a shikta or whatever they call her, right? Tell me what's wrong. I mean, besides probably the new habits that he picked because of being afraid of the bombs and all that, and the people around him, who knows? Who knows who fucks his ass every night? Because I don't know where this guy is. You know, I mean, please. So I pity him in some respects. That's why probably he has to go there rebalance his psyche. So why would Putin meet this guy? I don't think Putin will ever meet this guy like that. After the Oval Office, I wouldn't want to meet this guy. Because you have a media who's going to tell your eyes that your eyes are lying. I mean, I was watching Zelensky with Trump and I was thinking, so Zelensky comes to Trump to beg for money and everything else because without Trump, the United States of America, he's dead the next day. And he behaves like a druggie, like a crazy guy. I mean, what's going on? I understand the chutzpah of these guys, but with Putin, why would Putin meet this guy? I have never seen Putin being behaving like a thug. I'm sorry, he's the bad guy, but somehow he has self-control at least. The other guy is just a thug. I would stick to that. And why? I like Biden. I stick to the fact that Biden was cognitively impaired. That's my observation. You can say whatever. The media can cover how much they want. I can see that. So the same with Zelensky. Zelensky is a thug that has nothing behind him. Nothing. He can be taken wherever, sent to Moses yesterday. But he plays his part. And he's not going to meet Putin. I don't think he's going to. Why, if Putin meets Zelensky, that means Putin legitimizes Zelensky's position. Why would he do that? And you don't talk to the, line assembly guy to buy a car. You speak with the dealer, whomever has the power, the authority to make decisions. In this case, with the guys behind Trump and Zelensky. You don't talk to Trump necessarily, because Trump has other things to do. Do you think Trump is in charge? So why are the Germans not talking to Putin? Why are not the French? Why are not the British not talking to Putin? It's like an order, nothing. And I guarantee you, once Zelensky now wants to talk, I guarantee you that Western leaders will start saying, yeah, man, let's talk to Putin. It's like an order. And they tell me about the conspiracy theory or blah, 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 blah. Look at them. Look at them. And pay attention in the near future. I guarantee you that the West will start saying, yeah, man, let's talk to Putin. Probably it's going to be Macron, because he's the most... let's talk to Putin. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, let's see right now. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.